Hello everyone, I'm Lulu Tracy, the RC chick from Toucan Hobby, and right here I've got you guys the HUINA 1501 toy tractor truck. So this is going to be the 770S plastic toy version. Of course, there is a 1/14 scale version with a metal chassis as well, but right now we're going to be focusing on the 1/18 scale version. So this is going to be perfect for all of you guys that are just looking for a truck to give us a gift or anything just for yourself, with of course the amazing red paint that we have on the bigger one, but now on the smaller one, with some features that I want to show you guys and also make a review about this model. And oh, it is under $100. Isn't that just amazing? So now let's jump into the video and see what it has to offer. So the model comes in this box, and you can see it has some drawings on the back as well as some instructions rendered here of how to use it, some battery installation and charging instructions, and a whole lot of things that you're gonna need to read through before you operate our model over here. So now what comes out of the box? Straight out of the box, you're going to get the 1/18 scale 6x4 770S tractor truck. So they actually got Scania licensed for this specific tractor truck from HUINA. And of course, you're going to get this 2S battery. That's going to be the original battery. A screwdriver, that's to open the battery compartment. This charging cable, USB, as well as this Scania remote controller specifically, which is pretty good. We got around 19 channels for this controller. And obviously for our controller, it's going to be using some AA batteries. So you actually need to use a screwdriver. We've got a screw that's connected here. You just unscrew that part, open from this point, and then you're going to get around 4 of them right in here. Now let's jump into the features of our small 1/18 scale tractor truck over here. So of course it's going to be coming in this awesome red silvery color that we really like. So of course if you want to get another model painted in this color, just let me know you want the same color as the 770S and we'll get that done for you. So we do of course have the headlights on the bottom over here, some more LEDs on the top, and of course the spotlights all can turn on, and also on the sides we have the lights as well. So a lot of detail. We have the Scania logo over here, so all licensed. So we also have some windshield wipers, but these are going to be plastic parts. They do not move, you cannot remove them, so they are solid all in this part. So the entire cabin, actually the entire model, is going to be a fully hardened plastic ABS model. And of course coming to the side, we've got the 770S, so none of these are stickers. All of this is painted on. And of course we have the rubber tires. So this is going to be only a steering axle, not a live axle, and the other two in the back are going to be your live axles. And then of course we do have a fully detailed cabin interior with our rear view mirrors that are adjustable. So on the inside you cannot actually open the door, it's all sealed, but you do not have windows, so you can still have a driver go on the inside of the cabin. So we also have some steps leading up to the top of the cabin and a front suspension. So only in the front, we don't have any suspension in the rear, but I think that's a really cool addition for a model this cheap actually. Coming over to the top, we have our simulated air horns and of course a fully hardened plastic cabin, so it feels really good. You could actually be fooled into thinking like it's metal because it feels really actually stable. So now over here in the back, we still have another licensed Scania logo over here. Lots of details in the frame. We also have these parts that are just going to be decorative. And then coming over to the back, we have our main oil tank. All decorative parts, they do not work. And then a toolbox simulated over here, another auxiliary oil tank, and over here your simulated radiator. So coming over to the back, we've got our fifth wheel. This is going to be an electric one, which operates automatically. Crazy, because I don't see this on other very much more expensive models, full metal. So I think if they could do the same thing for other more expensive models, I think that would be really cool. And of course our full plastic fenders, the entire chassis is plastic. This is under $100, guys. And of course in the back we do have the number plate as well as a Scania logo again, which is very cool as well. So 2 live axles in the back, all plastic wheel hubs, all the parts plastic. We have another V8 emblem right over here on the side. And now coming over under our truck over here, there's a few details in the chassis, but of course it's a whole one-piece full plastic plate. And now this right here is going to be your battery compartment. All you have to do is unscrew this part right over here. So once that's unscrewed, you have to open this part up and then lift this off. You have our battery over here connected. Put everything back in neatly, make sure it all fits. So once you have your battery fitted in and everything screwed back up, you have your power switch right over here. It says off and on. So first, let's turn on our controller over here, power switch here. So on, you have the red flashing lights, and then turn this on as well. So immediately you turn it on, the sound is also gonna come on. So to turn off the sound, you're going to need this switch right over here, and then the sound will be off. So it stops flashing when it is connected to the truck. And now let's get into the operation finally. So this switch right over here is going to be your light switch. So just press down. So we have our headlights, more lights under here, spotlights on the top on as well, and then the lights right over here, they're going to be flashing and off. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And also in the back, we do have 2 LEDs, so that's going to be only a one mode. And also when we reverse, you're going to have a mode as well. So we have some orange reversing lights over here. And of course, we're going to get some indicator lights when we do steering. And now for our sound system, like I showed you guys, turn it off and turn it on from here. So turn it on here. Turn off, up is turn on, down is turn off. So once you turn it on, here's one thing. So once you start steering, the sound changes and goes back to normal. Same thing with the drive. So once you start driving, we have the sound for reversing, and also the sound again changes once you drive, going back, going forward. Now let's try and see the indicator lights in the back as well. So you can see the indicator on our left as well as on our right, and then reversing lights. So the sound is going to sound weird every once in a while. It is a very cheap toy model, of course. And then here's something cooler. So right over here, of course, the electric fifth wheel. So your switch right over here, this is going to be retracting and extending. So this is coming back in, going back out. So all of this automatic. So screw driven, which is very cool. And then, of course, for speed, we do not have any speed transmission, so it's about the amount of throttle that you're putting. So you can go super fast, brake, or just press slowly and you get some slow speed, very easy, or press super fast. So that's the fastest it can go, and this is as fast as it can go back. And then you can drive slowly if you want. And that's for the speed. And now over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more switchers that we're not going to be able to use for this truck. That's because these are going to be for the trailer, this is going to be for the tailgate and the support stand. So it is going to have a 1/18 scale trailer as well for this model, but it hasn't yet been released. So when you guys get this, you already have the controls for that trailer as well, which will make an awesome piece, and I cannot wait for it to come out. All right, everyone. Now that was our HUINA 1501 truck-to-truck, of course, a model of the Scania 770S V8. in 1/18 scale, and I want you guys to tell me what you think of this model and its pricing, and if you're gonna get this for yourself or your kids, just as because it's awesome and I really like it. Very simple, and I love that they're gonna have a trailer for this one, so you guys should definitely get it. Like, it's fun. And I'll see you guys in the next video, and of course contact me to get anything you need, including this little truck. And I guess I gotta go, bye.